Hello and welcome back to Culers Corner by Feeberse for another week at a very early hour, you might notice. But thanks for joining us all the same.
Yes.
Coming up, we're going to review that glorious match against Benfica, which put us through to the next round of the UEFA Champions League. Vamos! We'll also take a look at the women's match from last night, where they put just a few more goals past Real Madrid.
Just as you do.
As they do. And then we'll also get set for another final phase match, the semi-final of the under-19s. They play Betis in just an hour's time. You can watch that on Barca One. We'll get set for that as they make their way, hopefully, to the final of the under-19s Copa del Rey. Stay with us. This is Culers Corner by Feeberse.
Skips away from a few. Still Lamine curls it. Oh, curls it brilliantly. ¡Ay, qué golazo! ¡Ay, qué golazo! Madre mía.
Gol del rei del futbol!
He just knows he's that good. Shrugs it off as if it's normal. This is anything but normal.
This is anything. I think the normality of hearing Pablo on Culers Corner has become the new normal as well.
Yeah.
I'm Alexi Bacheta, Jamie Coles as always, the dynamic duo, the Lamine Yamal and Rafinha, y Alexi Butella, Saitana Bonmati of Culers Corner. We're back another week, another happy week also.
Another amazing week
We continue
for Barca.
We continue our racha de...
What was it in I'm not going to say the word, November, and it's
December,
December, and
now this
2025. What a
Literally,
year.
what was my motto when we came back? New year, new me.
New year, new you.
New year, new Barca.
We had
done
a joyous January. Fantastic. Oh, fabulous is nice. Fabulous February and a marvellous March so far.
Oh, I like it.
There you go.
I like it.
There you go. There's your headline, Hansi Flick.
Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick, a beautiful German man.
The beautiful German man.
Who is giving us an incredible joy. The women team as well. It was just another happy week, Jamie.
We saw that second goal by Lamine Yamal, the one and only. Should we take a look at the full match? Or at least the highlights, the best bits?
The full match. Let's sit here for 2 hours.
90 minutes and then watch the full
highlights of probably the best part of the week so far.
So we carried one goal with us to Montjuic.
It was the door. I mean, kudos to the team for getting that 1 point, the one goal at Benfica being a man down, because it left the game at a far better place than what it was meant to be, sort of say.
What a run this was.
I mean, Lamine Yamal yesterday just had an outstanding game, I think.
I mean, it was inside,
those,
setting up Rafinha for this.
And Rafinha's finished with the inside of the football. That is so much harder than what it actually looks.
It looks pretty easy. We're
watching
it here.
I was going to say, it looks really easy, but that is so hard to get the direction across the body of the goal, away from the keeper, essentially. Otamendi with a close. I mean, that is his strength at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It is what he does best.
Chesney almost got to it.
Yeah. Otamendi, I mean, I think the confidence that we had to go over and over again. And Lamine Yamal, when Lamine Yamal is on it, I think everyone kind of catches up to his energy. I mean, this goal.
It's outstanding.
Lamine Yamal, por favor, ¿qué haces?
Outstanding. Youngest player to get a goal and assist in the Champions League.
Yeah. I mean,
Barca keep breaking records. Lamine keeps breaking records. Barca keep breaking records.
And we're going to win the Champions League this season, Jamie. We're winning the Champions League. I have it so clear. I have it so clear.
We'll talk about what rivals we've got coming up in the Champions League. Lewandowski was unfortunate to be denied that one.
Yeah.
And then
Rafinha. I mean, this Alejandro Balde.
The level.
I think this is what it needs. Is Alejandro Balde stole the ball back at the top of our box, literally sprinted.
Balde's one of those players like. I feel like we probably don't talk about him enough.
No.
But he's having a banging season.
The thing is that when you have Jules Koundé and Alejandro Balde essentially doing the same exact thing, the difference is that Jules Koundé has Lamine Yamal in front of him, that they play more, whereas Alejandro Balde has Rafinha, who likes to cut in more. So it's a lot of individual work for Alejandro Balde, whereas Jules Koundé gets to play off Lamine Yamal, who already has a lot of attention.
And there's a nice link there as well.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, that goal, for example, like Alejandro Balde steals the ball from the top of the box, literally sprints to the other side, and then gives the assist to Rafinha to be able to, shoot that one First time into the four coast. Alejandro Valdez having spectacular season. I think, I don't think we talk about him enough.
No, I don't. A Masia player, born and bred here in Can Barça, and just an incredible season.
Alejandro Valdez, Jules Koundé, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, es que los jugadores que están teniendo una temporada de su vida.
With those there on the on the sides.
Extremos y ya lo tenemos todo. Es que no falta nada más.
Well, I mean, we got Pedri in the midfield.
Yeah.
MVP for the second week of the row in the Champions League.
Frankie de Jong is coming slowly back to the player that he was meant to be. He's getting into good rhythm. Then you put ahead of him, Dani Olmo is in 10th position playing off Lewandowski. Like the different combinations that we have as a team and we never drop level is outstanding to me.
Do you want to have a look at the Rafinha goals again?
Let's do it.
Let's look at the Rafinha goals, man.
I mean, this assist is like.
I mean,
the assist to like squeeze it through perfectly. And
it's something only Lamine Yamal can do, I think. And this is that Baldi one that you were talking about.
Like, I think I really, really, really want to insinuate how hard that inside of the foot volley finish that Rafinha did in the first goal. Like, that is so hard to control. A ball that's coming in that pace, to be able to control it, to go cross the goal out of the keeper's reach. That is so impressive. Like, Rafinha also easily having the best season of his career.
There we talk about the B words. The B words. Because, the other player that was kind of everyone was talking about is no longer in the Champions League.
No.
Thanks to Luis Enrique's Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
Let's have some love in the chat for Rafinha. Let's have some love for Rafinha in the chat.
Some Brazilian flags.
Some Brazilian flags.
Should we do some samba?
Ooh, I think we got some samba. We got a bit. Tenemos samba? Let's see if we've got a bit of. There we go. Sorry to our producers. We've surprised them a little bit. We haven't planned them.
Sometimes.
But here you go.
That was a plan.
We mentioned Pedri. MVP again. You know who gave him the award?
Who gave him the award?
Let's have Kat. It was Kat's getting around. He's got important duties these days, Kat.
I see. Yeah.
We keep inviting Kat to come here on Culers Corner, but he's clearly very busy.
Very.
There you go.
Pedri's face. Pedri's face is just like.
If you watch the movie and Sara Salapor's blog on YouTube,
this is what everybody wants to do when they see Kat. This is Gavi. This is actually not Lamine Yamal's little brother. This is Gavi's little brother.
Yeah, Kane had a run-in with Kat. When Kane met Kat. There's another shot of that Pedri receiving the MVP, and he looks genuinely surprised, like, I got it, I win it again, like. He's like,
fine.
There you go. They made friends in the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's brave enough in the end. I think there's a bit of doubt still around Kat. But yeah, Pedri, MVP again.
MVP again. He's having I think the best season at Barca since he started.
I think he's been open about that as well. He's openly said this is this is the season I felt most comfortable on the pitch. It's está rindiendo a nivel muy alto, and it's consistent, and injuries he's been good with so far.
I mean, he had that amazing first season where he played like every minute of every match under the sun, and then he went to the Olympics, and then he went to the was it the Euros that year? It must have been the Euros, and like he just played everything, and he had an absolutely crazy season.
And
then
out,
basically he broke.
Understandably so.
And now he's back, and he's looking
crisp. Crisp. It's quite nice to see the recognition for a player who's kind of in the background. He's one of those players. He stands out obviously because he is magic. He's very Iniesta-like.
Oh yeah.
But at the end of the day, when you get those MVP rewards, when you get the people talking about players, midfielders are really hard to stand out, and it is nice to see but they kind of stand out in that way. So kudos to him for making himself kind of noticed in probably a hard position to make yourself notice if you're not scoring goals. Alexa Bodeas is a prime example. She's a midfielder who scores goals. That's why her name is so big. If you're a midfielder and you don't score goals, like Patri Jarro, your name kind of goes a bit more abyss. But Pedri is he's making it. He's showing his magic every single week. I think Aitana commented on his Instagram post saying he's like the obra, el maestro. So like, he's having an outstanding season. I think he's really open about that as well.
We're really happy to have him here. May his Champions League success continue because we now know our opposition for the next round. Should we take a look at the Champions League, like the next matches?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Ooh,
as we mentioned, surprise for Paris Saint-Germain getting past Liverpool, really.
Yeah, that is Liverpool just did not perform at all, considering they've kind of remontaron la liga un poco, pero I mean against PSG it just wasn't possible. Luis Enrique, kudos to him. That second leg was very, very intense. It was a fun game to watch, to be fair, at Anfield. And I think
so. They'll play the winner of Arsenal Real Madrid.
I was going to say Arsenal was swept by PSV in a very interesting way.
Dominant form.
Real Madrid Atleti. Let's not really get into that because we're all thinking the same thing.
They scraped past,
to say the least.
And then we'll take the winners of Bayern and Inter.
I think that's probably. I think in my opinion that's the closest game. Bayern Munich and Inter de Milan. I think Dortmund are 10th place right now in the Bundesliga. Right. We've beat them already this season. I think we have a very, very clear advantage over Dortmund. I think Real Madrid have a clear advantage over Arsenal with the history of the Champions League. I think I had this conversation with Pablito actually earlier. I think everyone thinks that Real Madrid are just going to absolutely massacre Arsenal, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think.
Arsenal in a good moment.
They're not though.
Okay.
They are, but they're not. They lost.
That's me told.
They drew against Manchester United in the league. It's yes and no, but Aston Villa is obviously very new to the Champions League in recent years.
Yeah, that's a kind of a surprise entry, right?
Exactly.
Getting this far.
And then you're playing against who are they playing against? PSG, who are kind of the opposite way. Right. So I think Bayern Munich, all this to say Bayern Munich, Inter Milan is going to be probably the most interesting match, and I think that's going to be a very interesting matchup to see who we're going to play in the semi-finals of the Champions League.
One to watch for us though, Barca play Dortmund then in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. We play the home leg first, I believe. This is the last time we face them. We play the home leg first, April 9th.
The most obvious goal scorer was kind of the face of this game. No, I think this game was a statement game for us, considering our history with German clubs. I think it was kind of a point to prove, and especially under Hansi Flick. It was kind of a bit more emotional for him and Lewandowski, for example. And that was just really, really unfortunate. That was so close. Lamine Yamal and Rafinha almost connecting. And then again... that outside of the foot pass from Lamine Yamal also. Lewa.
And it was just a goalless first half. But there was no shortage of opportunities, I think.
No, there was... For both sides, there was a lot of opportunities missed, especially for us when you look at, the clear chances that we had and, in other matches. Our percentage of finishing would have been a lot better, but in this time around, it took a bit.
It took a bit. We got there in the end. This was the first of the three. Rafinha doing it with a wonderful through pass by Dani Olmo to set him up.
Dani Olmo very familiar with Dortmund as well. I think it was a special game for quite a lot of players, and obviously for Hansi Flick, and I think it was important pressure for us in the Champions League to kind of make that statement of we're here to we're here, we're playing well, we're scoring goals, and we are in contention to win this entire thing.
Ferran picking up the rebound there to put Barca ahead again.
Yeah.
And then Guirassy getting the...
Yeah. This was probably Ferran's crucial... This was like the key match for Ferran that kind of switched that chip of... He's a player that's
got his hater shades on now, and he's really come to his fore from coming in off the bench and putting away goals when we really need them.
Yeah, I think this kind of started his upward trajectory of his comeback in terms of being confident of scoring goals and being there when we needed him, because at the end of the day he didn't start the season. We couldn't depend on him like the way that we do now, so that was definitely a key part of the season for Ferran, and it was a key part of the season for us. A big statement win, y pues lo vamos a hacer otra vez.
Before the Champions League returns in April, before the international break, we have to travel to Madrid to face Atletico Madrid at the Riador Metropolitano.
Yeah,
that's on Sunday at 9 p.m.
Yeah. Estaré yo en Barça Live con Spencer.
There you go. Well, let's hope we'll get some Lewandowski goals. What do we think the result will be, chat? Barça, Atletico Madrid, Barça.
Claro,
at the Metropolitano Sunday night. Sunday 16th, 9 p.m. Obviously, you can watch the coverage of it on Barca Live. What's the result going to be, Alex Gaceta?
Chat, pronósticos del Atleti Barça en la Liga. A ver, el Atleti viene muy sentidos. Sentido de revancha tienen. Sentido de remontada tienen. Sobre todo contra un Barça.
They want revenge. They want comeback against Barca. Yeah.
Sobre todo, a ver, nos han ganado, pero es que le hemos ganado a ellos lo que es el lideraje de la tabla. Entonces, claro, yo creo que eso
It's almost a 6-point match.
Precisamente. que es un punto clave de la temporada, que claro, entre el Barça, Atleti y el Madrid, pues estamos muy peleados a la tabla y cualquier punto que bajas, pues al otro se va a aprovechar. Claro, se complica. Se complica bastante. Yo creo que vamos a ganar, pero yo creo que vamos a ganar... A ver, el último partido que jugamos fue 4-4, que también...
With comebacks. You know, we had... So, it's going to be difficult. They're going to be looking for revenge after what's happened in the Champions League. Then we're wanting to take on Barca, to reclaim the top spot in the table.
Vamos a ganar
what do we think the result's going to be for this Atleti Barca?
For yo digo 2-1.
Let's remind the last time we played,
4-4.
we were winning 4-2.
Yeah.
And they came back to draw it 4-4. That was in the Copa del Rey.
Yo voy a decir que ganamos 2-1.
Alex says 2-1
vale.
to Barca.
Si al maestro también opina igual. En juego de video un 0-2.
Forakia says 3-1. Barca wins. 2 goals by Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Let's hope. Let's hope. That's what we want.
That is
Galu says, I hope we win. Lucas Gaming Time says we are going to win.
Yes. Galu, what's the score?
Wapa
Okay.
Chikanda says Rafa brace, Rafinha brace. 2 goals
Galu,
for Rafinha.
I love Galu's attitude. To be honest, as long as we win, it's all good.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
It is true.
I would take 3 points for a ball that gets blown across the line.
Yeah.
And we win by 1 goal.
And that's
on the
that.
worst goal in all time, and we'll take the 3 points and we
Correct.
stand tall at the top of the table.
Armand Schrauderi says 4-2.
That's what the main thing is here at this point.
I mean, I will be happy if we just win, but
Hat-trick for
okay.
Rafinha.
Galu se mojó Galu y dijo 2-1.
We could win 2-1.
2-1.
Winter says
Right, 2-1.
Yamal gets 2. So far we've had predicted 2 goals for Lewandowski, 2 goals for Rafinha, 2 goals for Lamine Yamal.
Okay. I think we're
2-1's good. I think 2-1's good.
Estamos todos felices y estamos todos esperando que vamos a ganar.
I think
Yo creo que es
2-1's
importante.
good, and I think we'll come.
Are you gonna agree?
I think Atleti will get the first goal.
And la remontamos a 2-1.
Let's take it. I'd sign that.
If
Take the 3 points by that.
I'll take a 2-1. I think it's gonna be a really close game just because of the. I think we're the better team, but Atleti are more motivated.
They're going to be fired up, huh?
So I think it's gonna be very.
And we're going to be
very-
in their backyard.
Yeah, so 2-1. Yo digo que vamos a ganar 2-1 contra el Atleti. Nos vamos a retener la apuesta en el lideraje de la tabla, en la liga.
2-1 victory for
todo
Barca.
Todo va a ir bien.
We'll stay at the top of the table and all will be good. Speaking of all being good, Barca women were back in action just last night.
Yeah.
You may have seen that in the Copa del Reina.
Yeah, that we watched the first leg live last week.
We did. They were back on the return leg at the Estadio Johan Cruyff.
Yeah, we had won that first leg 5-0. So quite a hard game for Real. I do feel for them, you know, losing the first leg 5-0. It was the same as PSV Arsenal. PSV lost that first leg. What, 7-0 was it?
7-1, I think.
It was 7-1 in the first leg. Oh, like at home as well. So it was like, what are you going to
go and do?
You lose the first leg at home, and then you have to go the second leg away from home, and just know that you're going to lose anyway.
Shall we watch the goals?
I feel so bad, but yes.
Let's watch the goals from last night. So it was, as you said, the second round of the Copa Reina semi-final?
Yeah.
Semi-final.
Patri
Guijarro almost doing what Patri Guijarro does.
Yeah.
And Calan Manson as well.
Patri Guijarro only
scores from
bangers.
way out.
She
Downtown.
only scores bangers.
Catacol getting a little bit of action as well.
Yeah.
Early on, which is, is nice for her.
Yeah. Kika. I have to say, Kika is having such a great moment. I feel like I say this every single program.
Yeah. But we're super happy to have her with us.
Kika is just... She's doing so well.
And that was the first goal of the match. Patri Guijarro not doing what she normally does, actually.
No, that was...
Getting into the area and tapping it away.
That was a very calm finish, considering Patri Guijarro what she...
Lovely through ball by Graham Hansen,
did you see Kika already celebrate?
Yeah.
Kika at that moment was already celebrating the goal, which I
almost
really
feel
cute.
like Kika, as much as she loves paying for the side, she loves
just
being there, up front watching.
Yeah. I think
first, front row seats for just this chaos that they bring. And
she's like... Basically, she's literally just enjoying it as she just stands there and she's celebrating Patri's goal.
This is great.
She's like, this is who I play with.
Yeah, Eva Pujol another great goal as well.
Yeah,
she's now got scored more goals in Clásicos than Real Madrid,
which I find ridiculous because she's just signed this season. El Real Madrid siempre. Yo creo que no importa la temporada que está teniendo el Real Madrid, porque la verdad que yo creo que A ver, ahora no, el Real Madrid, la verdad que empezó la temporada muy, muy bien.
Yeah.
Y llegó el Clásico en muy buen momento. Estaban ganando en Champions, estaban ganando en Liga, estaban en una racha muy, muy buena, pero llegó el Barça y no puede.
Yeah, Real Madrid.
Le dan un bloque mental que no pueden superar y pasa esto. Que al final, pues, we take advantage, but it is, I think it's frustrating for everyone to see at this point.
I agree.
We
want these competitive
exactly.
matches.
And like, I want to compete against Real Madrid in the women's. I think it's just as important as the men's, and it's you want to kind of have that same pressure and the same kind of environment around the game. That right now, I don't think anyone in the league is kind of matching up to us.
No,
because we're
but
that
it's not
good.
easy. It's not easy with that.
It's because we're that.
But it's the Champions League where we get these
Sí.
great matches.
Es que
That's
somos,
why-
es que nadie nos supera porque somos un equipazo. Que vamos. Signe Brun.
They got them back.
Redemption goal.
Little
I
consolation
guess.
prize.
Yeah.
That was a good one, to be fair.
Yeah, Ola Cormonal down the wing. Signe Brun. I think they've just gone down in quality a lot, but we're taking advantage of that. And we're in the final of Copa de la Reina, otra final,
Another chance of the title, second of the season.
otro trofeo que podemos pues tener de los 4.
Should we have a listen to what the players had to say after the match?
A ver.
Let's have a listen to Pedro Romeo, Eva Pajor, and Ona Badge.
Molt content. Al final, arribar al final de totes les competicions vol dir que les coses s'estan fent més bé que malament, així que seguint aquesta línia.
We have like amazing team, and I enjoy a lot to be here, and I want to give my best every game, and I don't think about the goals. I think about hard work and enjoy. And the team is amazing, and I am very happy to be here, to be part of Barça team.
Well, it's been amazing. Another game playing against Real Madrid. I think it's always an extra motivation playing against Real Madrid, and to play against them at home with the fans. I think it's been incredible today. We felt them, and it's always a pleasure to win them.
Ona Batya using her Manchester English. It's good English.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I think all the players feel the same. It's no matter how many times you win. For Barcelona fans, like Ona Batya, for example, it's always going to be special to beat Real Madrid, and it's another occasion, especially when you put us in the final of a Copa de la Reina. At the end of the day, is another trophy that we want to win. 2 out of 4, check.
He's hoping. The women are back. Barca Feminine are back on Saturday at 5 p.m. They're going to travel to Tenerife.
Yeah.
Little trip out to Tenerife.
little
They'll be playing at the
trip.
big stadium as well, Estadio Eliodoro.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it wrong. Estadio Eliodoro Rodriguez Lopez.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
a big match against Tenerife.
Yeah.
A special one for celebrating the week of women, and
Yeah.
there's going to be a party starting like a good hour and a half before. So
Yeah,
it's going to be a good atmosphere there.
Yeah, Tenerife always kind of they bring out the red carpet first,
Yeah.
which I love, because I think at the end of the day, the impact that we have on other clubs and the impact that we have on other communities and cities is positive.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna play Barcelona,
Enjoy the moment.
enjoy exactly. So literally make a party out of it.
As fans,
So-
we're going to enjoy it as well. What do we
Yes,
think the
we
results
are.
going to be for Barca Feminine against Tenerife away on Saturday 5 p.m. Chat.
John 4-0.
4-0 against Tenerife.
Un 4-0. Vamos a ganar.
Against Tenerife at home.
Sí.
Chat, what do we think? Barca women, Tenerife on Saturday.
¿Qué
Alex
crees?
says 4-0. I think same difference, but I'm going to go 5-1.
Okay.
I think Tenerife, but for being at home, they're going to get a little goal.
They're gonna get a little the compilation. Why can't
Consolation.
I?
Consolation
I
goal.
was-
Yeah,
why
it
was
happens
that-
to me as
why,
well.
Why
It's-
was that
it's-
so hard for me to figure out? Compilation.
It's
it's
Thursday
not-
at 5 p.m. We're not used to being here at this time, Alex.
It was like I'm usually having a coffee at this time, trying to wake up, and it's
Ready for
it's
our
not
7
bad.
p.m.
Yeah.
broadcast. I reckon 5-1.
5-1.
Barca Tenerife away.
Yeah.
You can watch the match. We'll have it in full on Barca One on, I believe, Monday or
Abdul.
Tuesday.
All right. Abdul says 5-0 or nothing.
nothing.
Yeah, I was like, it's either
That's it.
that or nothing.
5-0 or don't come home.
Yeah.
Like, stay there in Tenerife.
Davideo says
7-0. Wow.
7-0.
Okay, Galu, as long as we win, it's good for me. If we win one. I like this.
Yeah.
I like this attitude. Like, get the win. Doesn't matter. You
I
know,
was
go
like,
out there,
I
get the
don't-
win, have a good
and
time. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, this is Culers Corner by Feeberse, and it's that time of the program where we talk about all things Feeberse. Let's go. And if by magic everything's green, we change our microphones. It's always the fun part of the show.
I did it. I had it. Our producer thought it was really fast, but I did it the wrong way around, and that doesn't count. And you still need a bit more. We need 20. What is it? 26 episodes in.
27.
27 episodes in, and we still suck at this.
Hey,
Right.
those of you that don't know the program, you might be wondering, like, what is Feeberse?
Jamie,
what is Feeberse?
what is Feeberse? What is the
Feeberse?
screen thing that surrounds us?
Feeberse is an application, a social network for your smartphone, as you can see there next to Alex. It's only football. It's all video, only football. And you can just go on, follow your favorite clubs, such as FC Barcelona, follow your
Such
favorite
as?
YouTube show, such as Culers Corner, and enjoy all the great content that's being uploaded to Feeberse. The cool thing about Feeberse is when you see content you really like, you can give them wow points, which is like a little prize.
Yeah.
And that gives it a boost in the algorithm so that more people can see it and enjoy it. And that's Feeberse.
That's Feeberse, right? ¿Qué es Feeberse?
¿Qué es Feeberse?
Feeberse es una aplicación. Bueno, ahora podéis ver a Benji, mi estrella de Feeberse. Feeberse es una aplicación de redes de lo que es contenido de vídeo exclusivamente de fútbol, solamente fútbol. Una aplicación todo de fútbol, imagínate eso.
Wow.
El Barça One y
Sounds
Feeberse
wonderful.
son las únicas dos cosas que necesitas.
FC Barcelona, Feeberse, football,
Es todo.
all in one place.
Sí, y hay pues tus equipos favoritos como el Fútbol Club Barcelona, tenéis a Culers Corner también donde subimos pues retos, quizzes, tenemos contenido también como por ejemplo entrevistas con Benji, pero lo que hace Feeberse especial y lo que lo hace un poco entretenido es que podéis coger wow points y los wow points lo que hace es que premias a alguien o te pueden premiar a ti para que tu vídeo sube en la aplicación para que más gente lo vea y subes de nivel y con ese nivel pues te quedas con un valor de mercado en tu perfil. Tal cual como tus jugadores favoritos, pues el mercado, bueno, el valor de mercado de Pedri esta temporada ha subido para arriba. Y claro, si subís más vídeos en Feeberse, si tenéis más interacciones de wow points, pues vas a tener valor de mercado tal cual como Pedri. Y pues, y eso. Y síganos en Culers Corner. Y aquí tenéis. ¡Buah! ¡Lo he clavado! ¡Lo he clavado! 27 capítulos me ha tomado. That's the proudest point. That's the proudest.
We've got like a screen in front of us with all the graphics. Like, obviously, they're not actually here. And it's really like they're all mirrored. So it's kind of. And Alex has spent 27 episodes going, scan the QR code.
I always, es que siempre lo hago mal. Nada, hoy lo he clavado. Hoy es un día espectacular. ¿Qué fecha es? ¿Qué día es? Jueves 13 de marzo. Ya vale. Podéis escanear este código QR y podéis descargar Feeberse directamente a tu móvil.
Scan the QR code, download Feeberse on your phone, and follow us at Culers Corner.
Yes.
Right, one of the things we like to do is upload kind of challenges and
we
things
do.
to our profile. And I thought we could play one, Alex.
Ooh, what do you have this week?
Well, as Rafinha is on such a roll and he's having such a good time in the Champions League, and actually he's I think he's drawn or tied on goals with Ronaldo now in the Champions League. The Brazilian Ronaldo.
Ronaldinho was at the game the other day, wasn't he? Yeah, so fun fact. Right,
So let's
Rafinha
go
kinda rubbed
all
off his
things
magic.
Brazil.
Okay.
If we could get the samba back. We've got multiple choice questions for you, Alex, and for the chat.
Okay. I'm ready.
It's all about Brazilian players.
Okay.
So, question number 1.
Ooh.
Who is the top Brazilian goal scorer for Barca of all time? Obviously, we know Messi is the top goal scorer of all time. Who's the top Brazilian goal scorer all time? Is it Neymar? Is it Ronaldinho? Or is it Rivaldo? A, B, or C? Chat. A, Neymar. B, Ronaldinho. C, Rivaldo. Who is the top goal scorer, Brazilian goal scorer of all time in Barca? A, B, or C? Alex.
I feel like Mark Brau has recently given
Mark Brau would
me-
100% know this.
He's given me the answer recently, and it wasn't for me. I think it was for Spence. So I'm gonna go with Neymar, if I remember correctly.
You know Neymar. Chat. Rivaldo, Ronaldinho. Let's see. Sports
Abdul
News
says
says
C.
B. Abdul says
Tagian
B.
C.
Abdul was says C.
Mimi Kimi says Neymar. Abdul C.
Tuat
Right.
Lang Tang
There's,
Jang
I mean,
Si.
there's
a
no,
mix between
I was
B and
gonna
C.
say there's no cohesion in this.
Rafinha soon. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
The answer of the top goal scorer, Brazilian goal scorer of all time, was Rivaldo. Wasn't Neymar.
I don't listen to Mark Brau enough.
You do not listen to Mark Brow enough. Rivaldo scored 100 and no. He played 235 games, scored a goal every 153 minutes with 130 goals
Ooh.
in total. Next
Fair
question.
enough. Right.
Which Barca player has given most assists in a single Champions League campaign? Which Brazilian Barca player has given most assists in a single Champions League campaign? Is it A. Ronaldinho, B. Neymar, or C. Rafinha? In one season, who's given the most assists? A, B, or C? Chat. Ronaldinho, Neymar, Rafinha. A. Ronaldinho, B. Neymar, C. Rafinha. Alex, do you dare take a guess?
I'm gonna go for
You're
Rafinha.
currently 0 for 1. You're going to go for Rafinha.
Yeah.
Alex says C. Rafinha.
Help. Chat, ayúdame. ¿Cuál es? A ver.
Ichita Pepe says
Oleg
B.
says A.
No one agreeing with you yet.
Salpian
Ryan Dafada
B.
says C. Well, that's the first one to agree with you,
Mimi
Alex.
Kimi has it clear. She's like, Neymar seguro.
Neymar seguro.
Neymar
Narundo
seguro.
Modi G says Rafinha.
Haddad says A. Mira says B. Chelsea Splash A. Another
Oleyede
A.
John says Ronaldinho.
Adama B.
Shall we have a look?
Fordakia C. A lot of mix.
Do you want to see the answer?
Let's see the answer.
Dun, 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 dun.
I figured. I always feel confident on Rafinha. What's the difference of numbers? Do you have it?
I don't have it in front of me,
Oh.
and my memory's terrible. Let's move on. Rafinha's close, I think.
I was gonna say Rafinha should be probably closer this season, especially.
Which player scored the most goals in a single Champions League campaign? One season, most goals? Brazilian players. All Brazilian players. We've gone Brazilian. Rivaldo, Rafinha, or Giuliano Belletti, who is doing a cracking job with the under-19s,
Yeah.
and they're going to be in action in about half an hour's time.
Yeah.
Rivaldo, Rafinha, Belletti. Alex, most goals in a single Champions League campaign. One season, most goals.
Rafinha. I think that's. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. I'm going Rafinha on this one.
Rafinha.
Yeah.
Chat.
I
Bob
fe-
Lang
I'm so
Tang Jang
bad
says
at
C.
quizzing.
Belletti. There's a
I'll do
lot of
B.
B's in the chat.
There is a lot of B's.
Aquilia Franklin. Hello to
Wapa-
Aquilia Franklin.
Wapa
Rivaldo.
refused with Rafinha. Mimi says Rafinha. See, people.
There's a
agree with
lot of people saying Rafinha in the chat. A
Right.
lot of B's.
More
I tell you,
says
it's
Rafinha.
not Belletti. He scored probably one of the more important goals.
Yeah. Monte
Um,
says B. Saipin says B. Abdul B. Barcelona fan Rafinha. Dama B. Right. So Jamie.
The answer is Rafinha.
I saw graphic on this yesterday. That's why.
There you go.
That was fresh in my mind. I didn't need Mark Brow to give me that one.
Next question. Which Barca player has scored the most hat-tricks? Brazilian player. Brazilian Barca player has scored the most hat-tricks. I can tell you Messi scored 36 hat-tricks. But we're asking now the Brazilian players. Was it A. Rivaldo, B. Romario, or C. Neymar? I feel like Mark Brow would have answered this
I know.
before we even saw the options. Who scored the most hat-tricks?
I'm
Leo
gonna
Messi
go-
scored 36 hat-tricks. Luis Suarez scored 10 hat-tricks.
Only. Shocking. I'm gonna go with Rivaldo for this one.
You know Rivaldo. He
What
was
Rivaldo?
he was the top goal scorer, Brazilian goal scorer for
Davideo
Barca of all
says
time.
A. Abdul B. That one guy says C.
That one guy. There's always that one
I
guy.
love it.
Sport Easy News says C as well.
Ryan C. Tajana A. Rodos
Bangladesh
B.
says
Aquila Franklin.
Rivaldo.
Aquila Franklin. A. Luis Dauder
The
B.
mix in this time. Mix.
I was gonna
Adama
say.
Kamara B. Fodakias
A.
A. Loving the samba. We should get more
I
samba on the
know.
show. This is great.
Shelan B.
Shall we see the answer?
Luis B. Winter A.
The answer is Romario.
I was gonna go for Romario.
Yeah.
What's the number on that?
Romario scored 5 hat-tricks in his time at Barca.
Fair enough. That's
Great
fun.
player in his time.
I feel like I'm back. in
Last
Barca.
question then. Barca Live. Last question. Who wore the number 10? Which Brazilian player wore the number 10? Was it Rivaldo? Was it Romario? Or was it Ronaldinho? Alex. Ronaldinho? You think Ronaldinho, chat? What do we think? Who wore the number 10 for Barca? Which Brazilian player? Messi was obviously a number 10 for Barça.
Chita sí, Forteaca sí. A ver, es que claro, tú ves la camiseta del Ronaldinho y es que está obvio. Está obvio. Pero aquí hay un truquito, en esta pregunta. Pero aquí hay un truquito en esta pregunta. A ver si... Es que nadie en el chat lo ha recogido.
No.
No, chat. Aquí hay una pregunta.
There's a bit of a trick question, this one, for the chat. The Barca players that wore the number 10 were... all three of them. And actually, we recently had a Legends match where all three of them played at the same time, and they all wore the number 10.
Yeah, so that was fun. Nobody in the chat picked that up.
Nobody in the chat picked it up. Come on, chat. You need to watch more Barca Live with Mark Brower. And,
I'm disappointed in the chat for not picking up
get your
on
trivia
that
on.
question. I feel like that would be something that the chat would pick up.
Hey, they all got it right though. Everyone got it right in the end. Yeah. No tricks there. Lamine Yamal, no, he doesn't wear the number 10.
No, not yet.
Oh, careful. That's Feeberse. Follow us at Culers Corner. Download Feeberse on your phone. Enjoy some great football content. Yeah. And coming up on Barca One is the Under-19s Copa del Rey. What I say should be called the Copa del Príncipes, the Prince's Cup.
The Copa del Príncipes.
Just makes sense.
Sponsored by Culers Corner.
It just makes sense. But there's also loads of great stuff coming up on Barca One. Let's take a look. Got you out there, Alex. Barca One, for those of you who don't know, is our free platform.
Gratis.
It's like the Netflix of FC Barcelona.
Es un Netflix de tal cual.
But it's free. We've got great documentaries such as Masterpieces, which is all about those NFTs. You got it on your phone?
Yeah.
All about those NFTs that of Johan Cruyff and Alexia Putellas. We've also got this great series of documentaries called My Story. There's with Kevin Punta. There's a great one with Wojciech Szczesny. The cool thing about it is, and you've got your account set up there with.
Look at that, Culers Corner.
You can download it on your phone, and you can all have different profiles. So you can watch kind of, what interests
Yeah.
Alex may not interest me. I want to watch more documentaries. Alex wants to watch more interviews.
So you can literally just scroll down the apps, and you can do first team, y tenéis pues un poco de todo. Tenéis actualidad, tenéis documentales, tenéis partidos también en diferidos. Por ejemplo, tienes pues partidos de la Liga, de Champions League, de Europa League, Copa del Rey, Supercopa. También tienes documentales originales. Tenéis, a ver, ¿qué hay aquí? Origins, Dare to Play. Hay una nueva serie de My Story con Robert Van Eyck que también está súper chulo.
Very cool.
Tenéis muchas cosas y todo en una aplicación solamente del Barça y gratis.
Bah. What more can you ask for? One application by Barca, gratis, all gratis, free.
All gratis.
All gratis.
All gratis.
All gratis. I love that. All free. All the best content. Interviews, original documentaries, live matches, full matches, historic matches.
Si queréis ver un partido del Johan Cruyff, por ejemplo, en Barça One. Si queréis ver el partido de la Supercopa contra el Real Madrid esta temporada, de nuevo, en Barça One. Si queréis ver entrevista con Ferran Torres, Pau Cubarsí, en Barça One. Si queréis Cool Corner, Barça One. Si queréis ver el quiz que me hace Mark Brau en Barça Live, Barça One.
Everything Barca you want, it's there on Barca One. This week we've been celebrating Women's Week at Barca One, and there's just some great content about everything women's football at Barca.
Que al final tenemos el mejor equipo actual del fútbol femenino y
You want to have a look at what's available?
We have a sneak peek.
Let's have a sneak peek.
Vamos a ver.
So that is Barca One.
Yeah.
great stuff coming.
Eso, Barça One todo, lo que queréis ver.
Everything you want to see.
Y pues hoy tenemos algo pues súper guay en Barça One, lo que es Copa del Príncipe, Copa del Rey. Para los,
We've got the Copa del Rey Juvenil, which is the under-19s Copa del Rey. You can watch that live. That's going to kick off in just under 20 minutes, live on Barca One.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get Pablo in with, or maybe we'll try and get Pablo in with us. He'll be doing the commentary.
O Pablito pequeñito.
If he's not able to come in now, then that's fine. Let's have a quick look at what's coming up on Barca One this next week.
Yeah.
The schedule. Barca News 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Saturday, we've got the live training and press conference ahead of that match against Atletico Madrid. We've also got live football from 10:15 with the under-11s, then the under-10s at 12. It's a whole day that you can follow live on Barca One. Alex, there's a possible final in the under-19 Copa del Rey on Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday at 12 p.m. Potentially, you can watch it here on Barca One. Maybe if it happens, if Pablito gives us some good luck, potentially. Then after that, you have Barça live at 8:30 p.m. Atletico Madrid versus FC Barcelona in La Liga with me and Sir Spence.
Excellent.
So hopefully Lewandowski scores. Monday back to normality, I guess, ahead of another busy week.
Busy week for the women because there's Champions League on Wednesday, so you can watch the live training and press conference ahead of that on Tuesday 18th. And then Culers Corner by Feeberse back to its usual time on Thursday 20th.
Best day of the week. And
we're joined now.
A little surprise in the studio.
Joined now.
A little surprise in the studio.
By Pablo Walls.
Hello.
Pablo!
Hello, everyone. Which mic do I go into?
Which mic would you like?
Well, I'll go over here.
There you
Go
go.
on.
Share with Alex.
I'm a big fan of the setup. I'm really happy.
This is your debut for
Yeah.
Corner,
This is debut on here. No, this is
probably
really good.
Well, you came and did the balloons.
Yes.
Yeah.
They may have
And the
seen me
scare.
failing at the
And the
balloons.
scare.
I'm getting scared. Yeah.
Twice.
The clown of the show, as always.
Yeah.
No, I like the setup though.
You're comfy.
Pablo.
I'm on half a chair, but
Barca under-19s play Betis under-19s at the Estadio Municipal Bionovense in the Copa del Rey semi-final, and the winner will play on Sunday against Zaragoza. Glad you remembered.
Yeah, no, that's why we're happy you're pumped.
That's why you got here.
So-
Do you want to? What can we
Are we-
expect from this match?
Are we gonna make
Yeah,
it to
this
another
is a really big game for the under-19s. They're still alive in all three competitions, as I'm sure you guys have spoken about. Youth League going well. League, I think, is pretty much wrapped up. We can sort of say 7 points clear in that. And then in the cup, this is going to be one of their biggest tests yet, though. They tell me Betis are one of the best under-19 sides in Spain. Actually, never mind Europe too. So this is going to be a proper test for Betis' side. But I'm really confident in them. From what I've seen when I've done the commentary so far on them this season, is that they are one of the better young sides, honestly, and they've played some amazing football so far this season. There's a lot to like about them, so this should be a really fun game, honestly, for everyone who's into, youth football, maybe just into football in general. Come and tune in.
Yeah.
These are the future stars, right?
Yeah.
These are the future Lamine Yamals, Gavis, Pau Cubarsís.
Yeah. There's a lot of
Well, some of them present, actually. Some of them have played or have been training with the first team, am I right thinking? Well,
yes. Yeah, there'll be a few there for sure. I mean, Kim Jong-un, I think, has trained with the first team a few times. There's a lot of great Arnau Pradas, Hugo Alba, Jan Virgili. That front three have been on fire. So watch out for these guys. They're great. They're great fun to watch, honestly. So, and this against Betis should be two of those best sides going up against each other. So I'm really excited.
This is one of the games of the season to watch.
Yeah, for sure. It might be their biggest test yet, actually.
Okay.
So we'll see.
I trust what Pablito says. So if you guys tune in to this match on Barca One.
Yep, head over to Barca One.
Yes.
Kicking off in 60 minutes' time.
Yeah,
We better let you go.
I know. I got to go running. I got to run.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for talking through it.
We'll
Have a
see
good
you.
match.
Enjoy yourselves. Let's
Yes.
hope we get through. Vamos, we've got Barça.
We're going to go as well. Thanks very much for
Yes.
joining us. If you're not on Barca One, you can watch it on your browser. You can do it on your phone, as Alex said.
You can get it on your
you can get it on your
television as
television.
well. Anywhere that you can download applications, you can get Barca One for free.
Go join Pablo and enjoy the under-19s in the semi-final of the under-19s Copa del Rey. We'll be back with you next week at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for joining us.
Muchas gracias por estar. Nos vemos el jueves de horario normal a las 7 de la tarde.
Go watch under-19s. Have a great match. Adeu.
Adeu.